Hey everybody, welcome to July. It's Faye here, Shaman in the Garden, with a gentle practice for you. And I think we all need a gentle practice for July. This is when, everything starts to go abundant. You can see next to me, I've got a lovely perennial sweet pea, which smells amazing, and one of our eucalyptuses behind me. And so, yes, it's a super abundant time of year. Things are just skyrocketing, aren't they? And, how is your energy? I think there is some, it's quite intense, isn't it? Summer. There's so much to do. There's always like suddenly lots and lots of invites to things, and calendars and schedules get a little bit busy. If you have a garden like I do, then your to-do list is longer than you can possibly take on, which can lead to a bit of overwhelm and things like that. So we know that we need to ground. We know that we need to take a breath. We know that we need to actually enjoy being outside in nature rather than finding it stressful. We know that we need to kind of feel into the garden space rather than kind of trying to manage it and control it, because it's nature. It's nature wants to grow. So this July particularly, this is actually not the practice I was planning on sharing, but it seems very, very apt because I've just spent the last half an hour shoveling sort of buckets of water onto bits of the garden that really needed it, because throughout the UK and probably so many other places throughout the world, temperatures are just unseasonably hot. Whether this is, let's not go into why that's happening. We've all got our suspicions as to why that is, but the fact is that it's unseasonably hot. So plants, which can normally cope, and people, which can normally cope, are finding it, we're struggling. So what I was going to suggest for you this month is to a really simple water blessing. So whether you are simply drinking water to keep yourself and your family hydrated, or whether you are perhaps sparing some of your, whether you can use a hose, or whether you can use a water butt, whether you can use your old dishwater to water your garden, what I'm going to suggest is a water blessing. And what I mean by that is just simply, so what I've been doing, I can show you what I've been doing. So we have been able to just take buckets of water up to an area of the garden which basically is by the wall, and it just gets baked by the sun, and everything is looking, there are certain plants which are looking a bit sad, and they need our help. Not so much the trees and the established ones, but those others which are, starting to get, they're starting to get yellowish leaves and so on, and the wilt and all the things, as well as our lovely vegetables from the vegetable garden, which we really want to keep going so that we can actually sustain ourselves in food. So what I've been doing is I've simply been carrying these buckets of water with a simple prayer such as, may this beautiful water bless and refresh everything that needs it. And just a simple prayer like that, or may all be blessed and refreshed, revitalized by this loving water. A simple prayer like that. You can send Reiki if you are a Reiki practitioner, and obviously I do that as well. You can also charge your water with crystals or with symbols. The infinity symbol is a lovely symbol as well to bring balance and harmony into the garden space. But this is what I would suggest, and even if it's just for you and water that you are drinking, perhaps you're carrying around a water bottle, or you have a water filter, or you put a bottle of water in the fridge to keep it cool, like a jug of water. You can spend some time sending love to that water. You can spend some time, for example, seeing your garden revitalized and happy and healthy and vibrant because it's received water, and so on. And you don't obviously have to simply do this for your own space and yourself, but you can do it for others if you're sharing that water too. So those are some ideas for you. I'd love to know which ones you get up to, how you bless your water. I think it's really important. It's only really when we're kind of extreme temperatures like this that we start to kind of like, it's like a prod, isn't it? It's a reminder of like actually how important water is and how we often take it for granted. So just bringing in that practice of gratitude, which we practice anyway throughout our lives, throughout the, in the garden, just bringing that into the watering space. So whether you hold the water in your hands and you send loving thoughts to it, or sip the water and, feeling deeply grateful, again, that's another practice, another meditation that you can do personally. But yes, sharing water that's blessed with your garden spaces, I think, is really going to help. Okay, so there's my gentle practice. Let me know what you think of that, and please come to our Sacred Circle on Wednesday. We're having the monthly Earth Wisdom Circle, and it's all about the power of flowers. So we'll be connecting with the beauty, the wisdom of the flowers, with some meditation, journaling, shamanic journeying, all that sort of stuff. And for this month, I have a free 30-day trial. So if you've always wanted to come along, or you actually want to go and check out some of the other meditations that we've had at the Shaman in the Garden, then you can go and use that voucher, which will be below, for a free month's trial. So there you go. Happy July. And yes, stay hydrated, stay refreshed, and keep blessing and sending blessings and radiating gratitude to your garden space and all of the waters of the world. Thanks everybody. Enjoy. Bye.